What's up, everybody? This is the one, aka Jodecideion on YouTube, and I'm bringing you another episode out from the side of my neck. In chapter 2, I started with the story of our 3 gaming companies as they try to make their profit in the gaming industry, aka the 3 hookers on Broadway: Nintendo, X-Hot, and PS Freak. So I'm going to finish up with this story and show you how bringing down your value is a bad thing. So X-Hot and PS Freak just can't believe how offering massages is making Nintendo all this extra money, getting her all this extra business. So X-Hot, she decides she's going to try to get some of that new money. So X-Hot, her plan is to bring in 2 of her friends. This one friend, she's going to compete directly with Nintendo. Actually, she's going to provide a shorter version of what X-Hot provide currently, but for a way cheaper price. Cheaper than what the X-Ho is currently going for. And then there's the other girl, and she's a higher budget, a little more classy, a little more sophisticated, a lot better looking. So now on the street you have Nintendo and 3 X-Hot girls, with PS Freak chilling in the Hilton, waiting. See, this is where X-Hot made her mistake. By having 2 other girls who are similar to she is, but one is offering way less and the other one's offering a little bit more, the Johns are confused. They don't know what they should do. Should they go ahead and get the cheap experience, or pay a little extra to get the full-fledged experience? This confuses the Johns. And so some buy cheap, some buy normal, and some buy more. But overall, everybody's buying less. So time goes on the street, and Nintendo is just doing wonderfully. I mean, she's even able to upgrade herself because she got all this extra money coming in. And you see, the 3 X-Hots, they're all just fighting with each other. Every time a John shows up, all 3 of them jump in his face. You ought to pick me. No, you ought to pick me. No, you ought to pick me. In the end, they scare the John off. Now we have poor old PS Freak. And she used to be the most desirable one. Everybody wanted her. Everybody needed her. They had to have her. But because she decided this whole new high class, approach, most average Johns couldn't afford her. So her clientele, her frequent customers, is going down. And she's getting desperate because, Big Daddy Pimp Daddy, he wants his money. And if he don't get it, he will put a foot in somebody's ass. You see, PS Freak is getting desperate now. So she decides she's going to still offer everything she's been offering before, but now at a cheaper price. She's going to come down off her high horse and give the regular guy a chance to experience the PS Freak and everything she has to offer. So let me ask you a question. What do you think of when someone is considered desperate, willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish a goal? Do they have a look of power, of strength? No. They look helpless. They look scared. They look fragile. And so when a PS Freak did that price cut, She basically lowered her standards, lowered her value. Yes, we know everything the PS Freak was offering: the Blu-ray, the hard drive, the Wi-Fi, the top-notch HD games. And for the price she was selling it at first, was actually a good price. It was a price that was still actually lower than she was actually worth. So PS Freak comes down to this corner where Nintendo and X Hot and her other friends have been hanging out all this time. So now there are a total of 5 girls on this corner: Nintendo, 3 X Hots, and PS Freak. And X Hot, she's now intimidated by an extra girl being on the corner. So she sends one of her friends away. And now there's just 2 X Hots. And one X Hot job is to focus and take attention away from PS Freak. And the other X Hot, her job is now try to get some of that Nintendo money. At the same time, she changes her prices and changes her value to compete with both other streetwalkers. Now, even though X Hot has been out on this corner longer than both other girls, this is the second time now that she has done some kind of, value change, price drop, price cut. And this doesn't help her, because people who was around the first time she did this, they already experienced the menu. They know what the first X Hot had, and the middle one had, and the third one had, and they picked and chose and tried it out. But now they see this new PS Freak out in the corner finally, and they want to get at her. Now PS Freak, up till now, she's had this high value, this high standards. She was no common streetwalker. She wasn't someone on the corner. She was high class, top of the line. So at first, everything's going pretty well for PS Freak. All these new guys are trying her out. They want to see what she has to offer. She's making a lot more money now. Not really, because she still has to pay for that hotel, that room in the Hilton she rented out and signed a lease on. So actually, she's not making that much more money, but she is more visible. So hopefully, she figures with the more people seeing her, the more money she'll end up making down the line. Now see, when the PS Freak was inside that room in the Hilton, she was a high class call girl. But once she set foot on the streets in front of that hotel, she became a hoe, just like everybody else. And all the Johns, the new Johns that come to see her, they know this, and they treat her just like one. You see, once you lower your standards, once you lower your value, then people don't respect you, and they treat you like that. And some people will just sit and wait till you get even more desperate and lower your standards or value again. To fully understand what I'm saying, you have to realize what's the true value of the Wii. It was never the price tag. It was the motion control. It was the people who came in because of that. They saw it, it looked fun, they tried, they fell in love with it, and they bought a Wii. And those same people and new people keep buying Wiis for $249 because of the motion control, not because of how much it costs. Remember, the 360 was cheaper than the Wii for almost a year now with their arcade model. And the 360 never outsold the Wii in any of those months. Why? People didn't care about the price. The 360 didn't have motion control. Nintendo can keep selling Wiis just on the motion control by itself. Their main problem is, and the main problem why the sales have declined, there haven't been any new spectacular content to keep them interested, to keep new people coming in. Last year, there was just Wii Music, which sort of flopped, and Animal Crossing as games to keep people interested in the Wii, when before they had Wii Sports, Mario Kart Wii, and Wii Fit. Now that Wii Sports Resort is out, Nintendo has started to see some improved sales on their Wii console. So a price cut is really not needed right now.